keep the faith. Smile and keep the faith. Smile and keep the faith. Smile and keep the faith. Positivity is something you should have, so just stick around and tune in to Cam Davis Podcast, a place to talk about sports and elevating each other to be the greatest through different forms of motivation, such as sensation when you finish an episode and use a lesson you learned on this rocky road called life. But take it one step at a time and everything will be alright. Alright, yeah. Believe in yourself, cause you can do it. And trust the process in your journey, you never lose it. Cause you are destined to be great. So all you have to do is smile and keep the faith.
That's right, that's right. All you have to do is smile and keep the faith. Come on, somebody. You listening to the voice. Come on, Cameron Davis here on the Cam Davis Podcast. Hey, episode 12, season 2. We back at it. Some things in life I just can't do alone. I'm with my big dog, David Michael Castillo. Bam. What up, big bro?
What up, bro? What up, bro? Hey, another week, episode 12. It's a blessing to be here. We got some gems we about to drop. We about to hold some people accountable too, though.
Oh, for sure.
What I'm saying? We're going to drop gems. We're going to hold people accountable. Hey, but what episode is this in Spanish for our bilingual people?
Oh, hold on. So we got uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez, once, doce. This doce, big dog.
Hey.
I did that. No, big dog, this doce.
He in Spanish, kindergarten Spanish, but hey,
nah, big dog. Nah, big dog. Hey, big dog. I didn't did my works of Spanish. I didn't did about 3 of them in college, boy. Hey, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. You know what I'm saying?
But he did it.
I did it. Hey, doce. I prefer doce.
Episode 12, man. Give it to him, bro.
Episode 12. Let's get into this thing. You know, in previous episodes, I've been motivating people, right? Yeah, I've been encouraging people. You know what I'm saying? I've been inspiring people. But on this episode, we talking about getting your Tude right. We talking about getting your Tude right. Get your Tude right. And on this one, I'm finna call some people out. We talking about 3 things right here. We talking about gratitude, which has a direct correlation with your attitude. And those 2 things affect your altitude. How high you want to go, big dog? I'm go high.
All the way up.
We all the way up. Okay, I like that right there. Okay, we're going to come back. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All right, bet. But first, gratitude. Man, a lot of people say that they're grateful, right? A lot of people say that they're grateful. But are you really? Are you truly grateful? Because a lot of people say that, but the first bit of adversity and opposition that come their way, they complaining. They complain. They quick to complain. They quick to forget about all the things that God has done for them. They are so quick to complain. Are you really grateful? That's what I want to get to on this. Are you really grateful? Are you really grateful for the things that God has done for you? And if so, you ought to tell him. You ought to tell him. See, gratitude changes your perception, right? It changes your focus from the things that you don't have to the things that you do have, right? You got your health. You got your strength. You got your job. It may not be the job that you want, but you got your job, right? You got money in your pocket from your job, right? You can walk, you can see, you can reason, you have a car. It may not be the car that you want, but it's that car that can get you from point A to point B, right? You got what else? You got a place to live. You got a roof over your head. It may not be the house that you want. It may not be as big as you want, but you got a place to live. You got a place to lay your head down at night. You have you ate today. You got food, right? You got a friend who you can call on. Gratitude. Are you really grateful? I just named 10 things and I don't even know you, right? I don't even know the listeners right here, and I just named 10 things that they ought to be grateful for. Gratitude. Are you really grateful? Not only does gratitude change your perception, but gratitude also changes your perspective. I talked in season 1, episode 2, I do believe. Changing your perspective can change your experience, right? You remember that, big dog? You remember that, big dog? Changing your perspective can change your experience. Gratitude helps change everything. Instead of saying I have to, change that one word and say that I get to. Change that one word. Instead of saying I have to, say that I get to. Here we go on this one. Instead of saying I have to go exercise, I get to go exercise. Because God gave me the activities of my limbs. He woke me up this morning. He strengthened me when I was weak. He built me up when I was torn down. Instead of saying I have to go exercise today, I've been eating a lot. I just don't feel it, but I have to go exercise. Change that. Change your perspective and say that I get to go exercise today. Because not everybody can go exercise. Not everybody can do that. So be grateful for that right there. So next one. I have to see my family and my friends. I have to go see my mom. I have to go see my dad today. I get to go see my mom. I get to go see my dad. Ain't that a blessing? Ain't that a blessing that you ought to thank God for? Ain't that a blessing? Why so many times do we say that I have to do something? You get to go do something. You get to go see your people. Not everybody got people in this world that love them and care for them. You get to go see your people. Get your Tude right, man. Get your Tude right. What are you talking about? You get to go see your family members and your friends. You get to go do that. God didn't have to bless you like that. Come on, man. Next one. Here we go. Ooh, I like this one. A lot of folks say this one right here, big dog. I have to go to work today and get this money. I have to go to work today and get this money. Instead of saying I have to go to work today and get this money, go ahead and say that I get to go to work today and get this money. Man, you see the difference, big dog? Do you see the difference? And oftentimes we hear these folks say that I have to go do this. I have to go do that. You get to go do this. God has blessed you enough. Didn't he? Hasn't God blessed you enough? You know, folks trip me out. Big dog, you got something on gratitude, man. I'm gonna throw it to you, man. Folks be tripping me out with this.
Man, I always tell people all the time, Cam, be grateful for what you do have before you have to realize what you don't have. You understand what I'm saying? You get a knowledge about, the car we drive, the house that we live in, the type of food that we eat, until you realize that some people don't have them cars to drive in. Some people don't have a house to stay in. Some person probably didn't eat. We both holding up water right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the simple things in life that we think is just normal, right? We just go get some water and drink it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But God don't give us that job or that opportunity. You might have to make a decision of, man, I need to pay this rent or I need to buy a pack of water. So I need to do something, right?
Yeah.
God's giving you this job that you're able to go pay rent, that you're able to go get a pack of water, that you're able to go subscribe to have an iPhone that you can listen to the podcast.
Talk to him, big dog.
Look on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
You get to watch this podcast. What you talking about, boy? Come on, man.
So we look at the small things and we just think that we're supposed to have those things, right? But we got to be thankful for all the things that God gives us, because we're not owed anything. We owe God everything.
Right.
You understand?
God owes us nothing.
Nothing at all.
We're sinners living in the world of sin. God owes you nothing. I'm going to get to that later. Ooh.
It tripped me out with this one.
Yeah.
I say this to the people because we getting on you, but we holding you accountable. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we wake up in the morning, Cam is like, dang, Cam, man, I got to go work at ESPN today. Right? Somebody probably.
That drive, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Somebody wipe their eyes. They got to have somebody come there to help them wipe their behind, to help them take a shower. You know what I'm saying?
You talking.
And things happen in a split second, bro. So we need to be thankful every single day for the small stuff, because if you're not thankful for the small stuff, how can God give you an increase and give you more? You want the increase, but you're not even grateful for this, right?
Yeah.
You're not thankful for this water bottle, so how can I give you a food to drink out of? You know what I'm saying? There's different examples we can give, but y'all start giving God the praise. Even when things aren't going right, still give God the praise, because things could be oh so worse, or things could be oh so different. So, man, that's all I got to say about grace, because I don't want to go too hard on the people.
Man, go hard.
Bro.
But look, a lot. Why would let's put this into perspective right here. Why would God give us more than what we already have right now, and we're not grateful for what we do have right now? So why would God continue to bless us? Why would God continue to do these things, but we're complaining about the things that we do have right now? Why would he do that? It don't make sense, does it?
It don't make sense, bro. I mean, you got to think about it. 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 You got to
Hold on, I think
Not at all.
There you go. I got your mic back. It don't make sense at all. Why would God continue to open up the windows of heaven and pour out these blessings on us, and we're not thankful for the blessings that He already gave us? Why would He do that? But that's all right. That's all right. You know. Yeah.
I just want to make it relevant for the people, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people that are older than us that watch the podcast, right? That are
let's say seasoned
grandparents or something like that.
Yeah.
But seasoned, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But think about it. If your kids are not being grateful, are you gonna give them more clothes? Are you gonna give them more allowance? Are you gonna help them? And God looks at us as the same way. We are His children. You know what I'm saying? Because God, like, when these kids ain't grateful for what I'm giving them, why should I give you even more?
Hey, so now let's get to this one. This one right here. Oh yeah. Now it's really time to call some folks out. Your attitude. Oh man, your attitude. Man, you'll never believe how many times I get asked, Cam, man, why you always smiling? Cam, man, why you always smiling? I'll be like, say, partner. Say, partner. If you know my God and all the things that He's done for me in my life, the blessings that He bestowed upon me, oh, you'll be smiling too. Oh, you'll be smiling too. And guess what? And since you here today, you ought to be smiling. You ought to be smiling yourself. So fix your attitude. Fix your attitude. That's what we finna get into this one. I can't stand somebody who's always frowning and upset about something. I'm sorry. Love thy neighbor. Those that was said in the biblical days, but I can't stand somebody who's always frowning, always mad about something, always smacking their lips, always got a frown on their face, a stank face. Fix your face. Fix your attitude. What is you upset about? Hasn't God done enough in your life for you to smile and walk around with a smile on your face? What are you upset about? Come, man. Oh, I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell, and I'm not gonna say that this experience was with me. I'm not gonna say that this experience was with me, but let's just put it in hypothetical terms, big dog. Let's put it in hypothetical terms, big dog.
Somebody you know.
Yeah, maybe not. You know what I'm saying. But anyways, I decided to take this girl out on a date. Hypothetically speaking, I decided to take this girl out on a date, right? And with me, I like to spice things up. And when I'm dating, you know what I'm saying, when I take you out or whatever. So I decided to keep where we was going, the restaurant. I decided to keep it a secret, big dog. I decided to keep it a secret. I had something else planned for after the date. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I decided to keep it a secret. The place that we was going, big dog. I decided to keep the restaurant a secret, right? So we drive, and I pull up to the restaurant. A nice, beautiful restaurant. You know how I do it, big dog. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right, big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we pull up to the restaurant and everything. And we sit down. The waiter give us our menus and everything. She, I don't have taste for seafood today. Now, big dog. See me, I usually let the first one slide like that. I let the first little comment slide like that. I let that one slide, big dog. Shit, a little smack. I don't really have taste for seafood today. So big dog. So then I was like, oh, okay, well, all right. Well, they got other things on the menu, so I said that. I'm like, well, they got other things on the menu. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, after a while passed and everything, the waiter come by. She said, "I got anything else other than seafood?" So then I was like, all right, well, shit, get a burger. You better get some chicken nuggets or a grilled cheese sandwich off the kids menu. Like, what you doing now? Like, what are we doing? Now you messing with me because if you ain't paying for nothing, you have no right to have an attitude. you have no right. You have no right to have an attitude, right? And then I'd be cool if she said that, she don't eat seafood, she don't like seafood. I'd be cool if she said that.
Taste for it.
Yeah, I'd be cool if she said she was allergic to seafood. Like, we could go somewhere else. She said she didn't have taste for seafood. Man, so look, she was like, you know what? That's cool. So she ordered some fish and shrimp, right? She ordered some seafood. Man, she finished the meal before me, big dog. Big dog, she finished the meal before me, big dog. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I'm like,
if this was you,
yeah, hypothetically speaking, if this was me. So if this was me, I couldn't talk to her no more. I can't be around people with negative energy and bad attitudes all the time. You just bring me down. You're down all the time. You bring me down. It's contagious, big dog. You know what I'm saying? So fix your attitude, and I'm gonna throw it to you before we get to this altitude.
But the attitude, man, is important that you said it's contagious because it is. You can have 5 great oranges, beautiful oranges, right? But you got this one orange that you put to these next 5 and it's molded. Then what happens? You got 6 molded oranges instead of 5 good ones and 1 bad one. Because that one bad one can ruin everything around it, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to put those good things in your. I always tell people, attitude is like a light switch. It's either off or on. You either gonna think positive or think negative. It's a choice that we make. So you decide to have an attitude, or you decide to show gratitude. It's a choice. It's either on and off, right? But what good do you get from having an attitude, Cam? People don't want to be around you. You're grumpy. People gonna talk about you. It's like, hey, man, hey, Cam, we about to go out. Man, I ain't about to call Cam. Cam always about. He gonna complain. He gonna be like, man, I ain't trying to go there, right? You're a lonely person, man, woman, whoever you are, because your attitude ain't right. So get your attitude right, man. You gonna miss out on blessings because your attitude is right. You gonna miss out. What Beyonce say, red lobster is seafood. You gonna miss out on red lobster because your attitude ain't right, man. Bro. But I mean, it's just so many other things. But hey, I always tell people, keep it in the simplest form. It's an off or on. Either you're gonna be grateful or you're gonna have an attitude. And having an attitude is gonna do absolutely nothing for you at all. But showing gratitude is gonna make the best of every situation. And then it's subconsciously, bro. Everything just fruitfully beautiful increases from there, man. But that's all I got to say about this one, bro.
Yeah, fix your attitude. You get to go out with me. Come on now. No, I'm flat. Well, that's fix your attitude.
Y'all but I don't can give y'all some seafood, man.
Oh man, seafood. What you just say? But listen, let's move on to it. Gratitude is the attitude that takes you to your altitude.
Come on.
Gratitude.
Say it again.
You know, I got you. Gratitude is the attitude that takes you to your altitude. How high do you want to go? How far do you want to go in this life? All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. You know what I'm saying? How high do you want to go? Everybody in life wants to be successful, right? It pays to be a good person. It honestly do. It pays to be a good person. Your gratitude, your attitude, your character, and personality can get you opportunities that your talent won't, that your money won't. Your gratitude, attitude, personality, character, all those things can get you opportunities in life that your talent won't and your money won't. Your mama won't, your daddy won't, your grandparents who may be rich. Your gratitude, attitude, character, personality, all those things, and your work ethic can get you opportunities that money can't and that your talent can get you. Now, dig me here when I say this. We all want to be successful, right? And receive the blessings that God has for us. Some key ingredients to that is your faith. Faith has to be when you have to have a conversation with God. You have to know God. You have to believe in God. And gratitude is another thing. God is in the blessing business. I said before, why would he give us more and we're not thankful for the things that we already have, right? Why would God continue to bless us and keep us when we're not grateful for the things that we already have? Now, I told you I'm going to call some folks out. I told you I'm going to really call some folks out. Church folk. Yeah, I'm going to big dog. Church folk.
Hey, go.
You want me to go?
Go.
Church folk. Say that they're grateful. Oh, they in church clapping their hands, patting their feet.
Catching the Holy Ghost.
Catching it, running up and down out. Church folks say that they're grateful. Sunday morning, they say that they're grateful. Leave out of church, one thing don't go their way, they complain. Leave out of church, Sunday evening, Monday, Tuesday, go to Bible study, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all the way until they back at church, they complaining the whole time. They say that they're grateful, right? Why? Why do they complain so much? Why do church folk be the main ones complaining so much? They feel like God owes them something. God owes you nothing. We talked about, but man, God owes you nothing. Just because you clapping your hands in church, God owes you nothing. You ought to be grateful. You ought to be grateful that God allowed you to be here today. You ought to be grateful and have a right attitude that God allowed you to be here on today. So fix your Tude, man. Get your Tude right. Man, it really trips me out the way that people aren't grateful for the things that God has done for them. It really trips me out when people have a funky attitude. It really trips me out. Don't you want to go somewhere? Don't you want to be something in this life? Hasn't God done enough for you in this life? What are you tripping for? Man. A lot of my listeners are old. I'm sorry, not old. Y'all are seasoned. Y'all have been living a little bit longer than. Yeah, they veterans in the game. I'm 22 years old. I can already say that God has done enough for me in my life. Man. You know, some old folks, they say, if God never does anything else for me, he's already done enough. Can you say that? Can you really, really say that? Are you really grateful today? Are you really grateful? Are you showing gratitude? Are you showing, do you have the right attitude that affects your altitude? That's all I got, big dog. That's all I got, man.
Man, I know that we have a lot of seasoned and veteran listeners, so we appreciate it. I want to speak to the ones that's our age, you know what I'm saying? 32, 22. Man, probably about 5 years ago, I was working a full-time job and a part-time job. And people were always saying, man, hey, can you give me a job at your full-time job? Man, can you give me a job here? Man, I didn't put in the app. And I'm like, you know, when you try to recommend somebody, it's a reflection of you, right, Cam?
Mm-hmm, for sure.
If they don't represent that right attitude that you have, I'm really not going to try to put you on the job. I'm not. So I met this young man, bro. He was 18 years old at the time, working a part-time job. It's his first job. Man, he was making like $7.25 an hour, right? But every time I would go to work with him, I would just drop knowledge on him. And everything I would tell him to do, he would do it, come back so hyped up and asking me more and more information. I was just intrigued because the man had never worked. He's making minimum wage, but he is a sponge and he's trying to learn, and he is so positive. Car breakdown, positive. Hey, something went wrong, his health was bad, positive. So one day he said, hey man, I know your full-time job was say they're hiring. You think you can give me a job up there? Without a question, bro. I said, hey, we're going to sit down. I'm going to help you with this resume. Bro, the man, right, God allowed all this to happen. I'm just the person that's in the middle. The man went from, at 19 years old, making $50,000, bro. At 19 years old, right? And it's not because he had the qualifications. It's not because he had the resume. But God blessed him because he had the right attitude with me, right? So God says, hey, I'm just the middleman. But because this young man had the right attitude, right? God was like, hey, David, help this young man out. Put him in a different position, right? And next thing you know, man, they were immigrants, bro. So you know what happened? He inspired his parents so much that his dad wound up getting legalized as a U.S. citizen and getting a job, bro.
Talk.
So because his mindset and his, thought process was positive, he didn't got a job. He didn't encourage his dad and inspired his dad, right? So they had their whole household altitude just uplifted, bro.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying? But it's so many situations like that. And I'm just giving this example to, seasoned folks, young folks, everybody in between. Be grateful for your situation.
Get your Tude right.
Give you information, be a sponge to it. Have the right attitude because they're one person. And don't do it because you think somebody's going to bless you. Just do it because that's the right thing to do. But you never know the type of people that you're talking to. It don't even matter the type of people. You never know who God's going to place in your life to change your life. But if you don't have that right attitude, you can't get to the altitude, bro.
Hey, God is in the blessing. God is in the blessing business. You ought to tap in with him. Be grateful. Get your attitude right, and that'll affect your altitude. Hey, get your Tude right.
Mix it up.
Mix it up, man. Mix it up. But, hey, that's all we got for y'all on the Cam Davis podcast. I'm with my big dog, David Michael Castillo. Hey, as always, much love, many blessings. Want to encourage y'all to keep on keeping on. And, of course, smile and keep the faith. Get your merch. I'm rocking the tan shirt today. Y'all see me looking good in it. Y'all see me looking good in it. Got the wristbands as well. Go ahead and get your merch. Hey, Much love, many blessings. Y'all keep on keeping on. And, of course, smile and keep the faith. We out.
All you have to do is smile and keep the faith. Smile and keep the faith. Ayy.